Okay. It works. It works. Getting a good head and eye tracking solution in today's day and age is not that difficult, but also not really easy task. You really have few big name options, and basically all of them are extremely expensive, making getting into eye tracking pretty difficult thing, but not anymore. Today I want to talk about the contender in a big market, the thing that will probably be the best option for you to get into head and eye tracking, and for absolute majority of you, this will probably be the last option that you will ever need because it's really good. And today we're gonna be talking about Beam Eye Tracker, what it is, how it works, whether it's worth it or not, and how it compares against its big name competitors. Now, Beam team actually approached me to make this video, and they're sponsoring this video, but everything that I say in this video is literally 100% my opinion, and no one is allowed to change it or affect it in any way. If this thing bothers you, well, the choice is yours. You will still get a lot of information. Just come to your conclusions yourself. And whether it's worth it or not, of course, the answer is yes. This thing is the cheapest way to get into eye tracking, and again, probably the last way that you will ever need if you are a casual player like most of us are. And even if you are a serious professional player, there are very few things that will bother you with this one. And don't worry, we're gonna talk about this in this video as well. Now, understanding what Beam Eye Tracker is very important because most eye trackers usually are, well, physical hardware. And I'm telling eye trackers, but usually I mean both eye and head trackers. When we talk about head and eye trackers, there are two things, two hardwares, and two brands that come into your mind. It's usually trackir that we have reviewed on this channel, and tobii eye tracker that I should have reviewed quite a while ago, but I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna do this anyway. And there are both great solutions for this, with ups and downs, but still great solutions. And Beam Eye Tracker is a bit different from those two, because those two are actually hardware solutions, while Beam Eye Tracker is actually a software one, meaning that technically you don't need to buy an actual Beam camera or things like that in order to use it. What Beam camera uses is your own webcam. Now, many of you will think, oh, how was it different from any other open source things like OpenTrack? Well, you see, Beam Eye Tracker is actually using OpenTrack, but not only. OpenTrack is a great thing for games, while Beam is actually allowing you to do much more. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about those things as well. Now, how it works. Now, Beam Eye Tracker is a software that can be bought separately. It's a paid software, by the way, but that has a free trial as well. And it uses your webcam to calculate the positions of your eyes and your head. Now, precision and the quality of this positioning is purely dependent on your webcam, because the higher resolution and higher refresh rate webcam you have, the better the results will be. Now, I myself use a 4K webcam, but unfortunately, the only refresh rate that I have on this webcam is 30 FPS at max at 4K. So instead, I'm using 1080p 60 mode for this webcam to get the highest refresh rate that I can. So how it works? Without any additional software, it uses a lot of, well, productivity features, like showing the position of where you're looking, just like the tobii does, allowing you to jump the mouse cursor if you have multiple monitors, which is actually much more useful than you think. Basically, you look at another monitor and mouse immediately appears on that other monitor. And you also have a privacy screen, which basically blurs everything on your screen except the thing that you are looking at, which is actually a really good thing. Now, to use it in your games, you need to install extension, and for this you will need an OpenTrack. So what OpenTrack is it's basically a translation layer between usually your webcam and your game. It basically translates all the information that it gets from your webcam to the game. But instead of translating information from a webcam, you're gonna use Beam as kind of like your hardware solution. And because Beam is actually using a bunch of other different features that allows you to calculate the, well, basically the quality of your camera and quality of your position much more, you're getting a better precision than with OpenTrack. That's what it is. But probably the question that most of you will have, how it compares against its competitors. Like, let's say if you have trackir, or if you want to buy trackir, or if you have a tobii or want to buy a tobii, how it compares against those. Well, first things first, trackir is exclusively head tracker. It does not have any eye tracking capabilities, while tobii and Beam has both eye and head track. Trackir also features the, well, actual hardware. It requires the hardware to get the position of your head, and it requires special hats with the clips to calculate the position of your head, or a special IR clip that clips to your headset. And not gonna lie, it's a bulky solution. However, it is the highest precision solution if you want this one, and also works in a complete darkness if you're gonna use a clip, not the hat. Right now, I'm also not mentioning the price because this is the important part as well. Tobii eye tracker is, well, basically the camera that is mounted under and or over your monitor, and it's, well, calculating the position of your eyes and of your head, very similarly what Beam does, but what it also has is infrared cameras, so basically you don't need a very lit environment. It can actually see you in pure darkness as well. So your monitor light is basically all that you need. While Beam is actually a software solution that utilizes the webcam that you already have. If you don't have, you gotta get your webcam, or it can also utilize your phone as a webcam solution as well. So if you have a phone, you kind of don't need a webcam as well. Even though I kind of do not suggest you that much to use so, even though it works pretty fine, I did not find any hitches. It is connected wirelessly to your computer, so usually the wireless solution adds a little bit of lag that will sometimes have some issues with your gameplay, so I usually do not suggest use any wireless camera solutions. Instead, just go with a webcam. But now let's get to the real important part, the actual reason why you should try Beam first, at least as your first solution of your eye and head trackers, and that's a price. trackir 5 will cost you $150 for the base kit, which is basically the infrared sensor and the clip with the head. It will cost you $150, and if you want a pro clip extension to, well, use it in complete darkness, you will need another $35. So it's $185 for that solution, only head tracking solution. Tobii eye tracker, which is, well, more complete solution, will cost you upwards of $300. So more than $300. Right now, at the moment of recording on Amazon, it costs $330. So that's a really expensive one. Now, how much the Beam will cost you? Well, let's start with an actual expensive part. If you don't have it, and that's a webcam. If you don't have a webcam, the best solution will be to get something that is 1080p and at 60 FPS at least. That will be the best of both worlds. High resolution and high refresh rate. Now, at worst, it will cost you probably around $100 to get this type of webcam. But you will probably be able to get this at around $50. Again, if you don't already have it, or if you don't have an iPhone, by the way. Yeah, it works at the moment, it works only with iPhone if you want to use your phone as a webcam. And software itself, well, software itself have two options of purchase. Well, first is your full price, your lifetime subscription, your lifetime price, which is $30 or $24 on a sale. That's a lifetime one, by the way. Or if you prefer to pay monthly, maybe if you are not sure whether you want to commit to it or not, you can get it for around $5 per month or $4 if you're gonna get it on sale. You can also try this for completely free with a free trial. Now, we are talking about the head and eye tracking solutions of around $80, again, if you don't have anything, for around $50 to $55, again, if you don't have a webcam, get a semi-decent webcam and subscribe for the monthly price, or around $80 if you can just buy the Beam eye tracker outright, against $330 of Tobii eye tracker, and against $180 of trackir, which only features head track. Well, it's obvious which one will be the best solution for you. It's literally cheapest. Open track with Beam works absolutely flawlessly, so you literally don't have any reason to not get Beam if you want your head and eye track. And some of you might think that I'm talking because they are sponsoring this video, but they are sponsoring this video because I like what they do. I like what they represent. And as you saw in the beginning of this video, you can also see that it works completely fine. And games like Euro Truck Simulator or Assetto Corsa or the games like that, where you don't need very fast and agile movements and to be 100% precise at all times, and even games like Elite Dangerous, it works completely fine. You don't need to pay a ridiculous amount of money to use this feature that, well, completely change the immersion of the game. The thing that is the closest thing to VR without actually strapping a giant screen to your face. And if you think that it's not worth it, well, I guess you are not paying attention, or you have your own choice, wherever suits your need. And by the way, if you want to check out the games that works perfectly fine with Beam, you can check out my review of Euro Truck Simulator for this year right here. Or you can check the same video or same style of video about Elite Dangerous right here. Don't forget to subscribe right here as well. This is me for today. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Take care.